I'm sure that at some point in everybody's life, and that includes myself, we either did something that we didn't really want to do, or we said something that we didn't really mean. And we may have even went against our own beliefs, our own values, and our true character. So then the question is, why? Why did you, why do people go against what they truly believe in? Their true values, their beliefs, their morals, what makes them up as a human being. Because it doesn't seem to really connect. It doesn't really seem to make sense that somebody would go against what they believe in, would say something that they don't really mean, do something that they don't really want to do. I'm guilty of that in my past. I used to say things that I didn't even want to say, but I said them. I did things that I didn't truly want to do, that weren't in my heart, but I did them anyways. And the reason for this, at least the conclusion that I've come to, is that I was people pleasing. I wanted to make other people happy. I didn't really care so much about my happiness, but I wanted other people to be happy. But I also wanted other people to like me. So I would please them. I would please other people. Now I understand that there are certain situations where we might say something that we don't really want to say, or do something that we don't really want to do. But during those times, we might be comforting somebody, whether it's a relative, a loved one, or a coworker, because they're going through something that's quite painful. So we're there to help ease that pain. We're there to help them cope with whatever they're going through. That's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is when we say something that we don't really mean, or do something that we don't really want to do in order to please somebody else, in order to make somebody else happy, in order to make somebody else not dislike us, dislike you, or dislike me for what we say or what we do. So when we say or do things that go against who we are, there has to be a deeper issue. There has to be a root cause for people to act like this. And I know from my own personal experience, it was because I was scared and I was afraid that somebody wouldn't like me if I acted a certain way, or if I acted like I thought I should act. So instead, I would act like a chameleon in situations. Whatever person I was dealing with, I would act accordingly. I would say what I thought they wanted me to say, or I would do what I thought they wanted me to do. And that's just because I was scared of not being accepted, of not being wanted, of not being liked. Because at that time, when I had these feelings, I had low self-worth. I had low self-esteem. I had low self-confidence because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I truly stood for or what I truly believed in. So it was easy for me to act. It was easy for me to play the part of whatever this person or this group of people wanted me to play. So I wouldn't have to feel lonely. I wouldn't have to feel left out. I wouldn't have to feel like I was on the outside looking in. I could be a part of this group of friends. I could make these other people like me. But was that really me? No, it wasn't. It was this persona. It was this act. It was this facade that I was portraying to other people to get them to like me. But this type of behavior, this people-pleasing behavior, isn't very conducive for anyone's self-growth or anyone's evolution as a person. I know for myself, I was so focused on pleasing other people. I was so focused on making somebody else happy and making somebody else like me that focus was never actually directed on me. I never took the time. I never really put in the effort to understand what I really wanted, what my dreams were, what my passions were, because I was so obsessed. All of my energy was directed at other people and how they perceived me, and if they liked me, and if I was doing things that made them happy and wanted them to want me around them. I didn't realize any of this until I decided to get clean and actually go through some of the step work and do a step 4 and a step 5 and do my inventory and look back and be brutally honest with myself on how I acted during my active addiction, but at the same time, how I acted when I was clean. Because a lot of the things that I did when I was using drugs, I still did when I wasn't using drugs. So I know that the drugs were just a symptom of the bigger problem. So I people pleased when I used drugs, and I still people pleased when I didn't use drugs. And I needed to fix this, because in order to grow, in order to become a better version of yourself, you need to put in the effort on yourself. And if you're directing all of this effort and all of this time and all of this mental space to wanting other people to like you, then you're gonna get lost in all of that. You're going to be the last person that gets the care, that gets the help that you really need. And that's what I used to do during active addiction and while I was clean. I put myself to the side because I was more worried about how other people viewed me and if they liked me, instead of doing what I felt was right, doing what was in my heart, doing what I was passionate about, and letting the chips fall where they may. The people that recognized this and understood my lifestyle would be attracted to me, and not in the physical sense, in the emotional and also the mental sense. They would just be attracted to be around me and be a part of my life. And the people that this didn't resonate with, they wouldn't be. And if they had something to say, or if they didn't agree with it, then that's their opinion, and that's okay. And if they don't like me, then that's okay. Because I know in my heart of hearts that what I'm doing is what I love. What I'm doing is right. And what I'm doing makes me happy. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Really try to see where you're coming from, your actions and your words when dealing with other people. Are you doing it to have them like you? Are you doing it to be a part of? Or are you coming from a true space within you? Are you doing it because that's what you truly believe in? Because at the end of the day, you need to do what's best for you. I need to do what's best for me. Because if we people please and continue to do so, and we try to make everybody else happy, then somebody's gonna end up being upset, because it's impossible to make everybody happy. It just doesn't work. You can spread yourself so thin that you forget to take care of yourself. You forget to take a step back and see if your needs are met, to see if your needs are taken care of. So we need to be mindful. We need to be conscious and aware of our actions and the words that we speak. We need to understand the motivation behind these actions and behind these words. Are we doing something or saying something to please somebody else in order for them to like us? Or are we saying something or doing something because that's what we truly believe, something that we truly embody? And that's what we have to be conscious of. We have to understand and be able to decipher our motivations, our intentions when we speak or do something. Because if we get in the habit of doing something or saying something to please somebody else, then that habit starts to become a part of our life. And then slowly but surely, we'll build this character, we'll start to act, and we'll start to forget that we need to take care of ourselves, that we need to do things that are true to ourselves, not to make somebody else like us. Because when we're doing things that truly make us happy, and we're doing things that we know are right, and we know we're doing it for the right reasons, then people will like us regardless. And the people that disagree with us or don't like us, that's okay. They just don't belong in your life. And that's okay. Not everybody is going to like us. Not everybody needs to be a part of your life, of my life, of our lives. We can only have about so many friends, and that's okay. We just need to be okay with that and understand that that's how life works. But we need to really, really grasp the fact that when we please somebody else and go against who we truly are, we're only hurting ourselves. We're only stopping ourselves from growing and becoming better versions of ourselves. Just remember to always do things and always say things that are true to yourself, that truly make you happy, that you truly believe in. Because the people that it resonates with will be a part of your life. The people that it doesn't resonate with probably won't be a part of your life, and they most likely will not like you for it. But that's okay. Because as long as you're doing the next right thing for the right reason, as long as you're putting your best foot forward, as long as you're leading with love, kindness, and compassion, you have to be okay with that. You have to be able to sleep at night. You have to understand that you are living your truest and best life. And those people that might not like you have their own reasons. And it might be momentary. It might be a certain period of time where they feel this way. And they might come back around and understand that it wasn't on your end. The fault might have been on their end and with them. But that's not for us to solve or to work out. We need to truly know that people are put into our life for a reason, and people are taken out of our life for a reason. And if somebody doesn't like us for a certain reason, that's okay. But we have to do what we feel is truest to ourselves, that truly makes us happy, and what we truly believe in. Because at the end of the day, we have to work on ourselves. We have to help ourselves grow, help ourselves evolve into the best version of ourselves. So we can be happy, so we can be joyous, and so we can be free. In full disclosure, this video has been a little bit of a tough one because it's super cold out today. And I have gloves on, yes, and I could be wearing a hat, and I have a jacket on, which makes me somewhat warmer, but I don't know how to protect my phone, and it keeps draining the battery because it's so cold out. So it hasn't been easy. I've been running inside to recharge it to come back out here to record another piece of this video, but it is what it is, right? Life happens. But I want everybody to have an amazing day, have a blessed day. Always be grateful. Always be grateful for this moment, because this moment is truly all we have. And smile. Always remember to smile. Even in the cold. You might get stuck and you'll keep smiling. Have a great day, everybody.